Hello, my name is Ronnie Prosser. I'm an artist. Many times people ask me, how do I paint portraits on marble? Today I'm going to show you my technique. First of all, I decide what I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint this picture of James Brown. First thing I do is get my marble. I break it up any way I want to. Then I'm going to transfer my outline on the marble. One of the ways I do it is have my transparency outline drawn. I put it on top of the marble, use a carbon paper. Then I use a burning tool. And with the burning tool, I outline my drawing on the marble. Once that's completed, I have it on the marble. Now, the paint that I use is acrylics. I use acrylic-based, water-based paint because it dries faster and plus it adheres to the marble very well. My first approach is I'm going to use my black. I'm going to use my black to outline the painting. Acrylic paint is a very pliable type of medium. It dries fast, but depending on how much opaque or how much water you want to use, you can go from very opaque to watercolor. Again, you're using the water. I use the water to dilute the paint, so it gives me a little more control to move the paint around. Again, using acrylics, you can always build upon your strokes. I'm using a number 1 or number 0 brush because I'm doing a lot of fine detail. Now you can use any size brush you want depending on what effect that you're trying to achieve. When you work on the marble, sometimes the marble is very slick and the paint doesn't seem to adhere. That's all right, you just let it dry and you can go over it. Again, I'm just applying these strokes. I'm doing it very fast than I normally do it. Here, again, I'm just giving you an overview how I approach painting on the marble. When I do portraits, I usually have my model in front of me, and usually the model is a photograph because most people are not going to sit while I do it. Here again, I'm adding paint through the process. I'm using at the tip of my brush, since that's the smallest part of the feathering of the brush. Again, giving the strokes. So when you work on it, you don't have to work as fast that I'm doing it. Here is just for a demonstration what I'm doing. Just showing you how I approach painting. I have done many celebrities using this technique. Now I'm going to apply another paint. Sometimes if you want to, you can mix the color that you will want. But right now, I'm just trying to simplify using certain colors. Again, I'm using a number 0, double 0 brush because I'm going for fine detail. applying little strokes. Yeah. James Brown is one of my heroes. He changed the course of music from the area of soul and R&B. Now what I'm approaching it is that I'm not painting all parts of the face, because again I'm using the marble to give me the texture involved so that you can still see the actual marble. Now you try to keep your acrylic paint as moist as possible, otherwise they'll just dry right on you. And just applying it, the paint with your stroke. Again, I'm painting more faster than I normally do. This is just again a demonstration how I approach painting on marble. And normally when I do refine parts of it, I actually use a magnifying glass to see certain areas. Here we go again here. Putting in for the hand. One good thing about using the acrylics on a marble, if you make a mistake, you can scratch it off. You can scratch the paint off and start over. A lot of time, if you do make a mistake, you can scratch out what you don't like and start over again, because marble is very slick, and sometimes if the paint doesn't adhere, you can use sandpaper to roughen up the marble so you can get the paint to adhere to it. And I try to work all around to get the composition of what I want. Yes, yeah. Again, I'm working faster than I normally do. Just applying the paint. What you can also do, what's good about acrylics, once it's dry, you can go over it with another color. As I finish the process, I'm going to spray it with a kind of gloss varnish, and what that would do is protect it from dust and dirt and what have you, and you have a finished complete portrait of James Brown.